We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. Down the left sideline. And down to the 19-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 76 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll give this to Wright, running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Ritter now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. To try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Daniels. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Seven Pirates.
Throwing now is Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. To the air goes Daniels. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll toss this right side to Price. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's going to have a Commanders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. And Shaheed going to go in motion. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Price trying the left side. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Daniels looking to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Daniels going to try to sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Back to throw, Ritter. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trim in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 2. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of... And how about this? A fake. And this is caught. And a fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give up the middle to right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll go again here with Wright. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Ready up.
Ritter going to change it up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Now they'll change things up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the 1st half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second down and 6 now.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end. Out of the gun, here's a give to Price. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action. Daniels. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll go right back to Wright. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Wright. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
To throw is Daniels. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Lion. Check go.
They'll give to Price running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Hawk 70.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
79 Bronco.
Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Give up the middle to Price. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Ritter. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That upper man that time, man, ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ritter back to throw. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here we go. Here we go. Bison, 60 Bison.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action, now it's Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Calvin Joseph. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Let's go now. Go.
Going play action. Ritter. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ritter now. And the pressure gets to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And the Giants send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Come 19. Come that go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown tonight. And the Commanders are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Ritter. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Ritter on the 4th down try. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
They'll run out of the gun right.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Daniels looking to throw. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Ritter to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Daniels. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Rondale Moore.
71 yards.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Ritter will set up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On the handoff, it's right. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ritter. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the give, this is right.
And I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Ritter. He's got the hook up there, the neighbors. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wright's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ritter. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Carter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they can't bring him down. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll drop the throw.
Completed to Hyatt.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On the ground, it's right.
Just a 1-yard pickup there that's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Ritter from the gun. That is caught.
1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, You would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Here we go, set.
Down to a knee goes Ritter, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
They could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 36 yards out.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.